injuries,
Yeah.
missing playoff games, things like that. As you consider the future of this team, how do you think about trying to manage that while still trying to?
Injuries are just part of it. I've had personally just a horrendous streak. Joel all 3 years in Philadelphia hurt. Last couple of years with the Clippers with Chris Paul and Blake hurt. Right? It takes, and I say this all the time. Winning is incredibly hard. It takes 12, 15 players turning themselves into one and buying in, your staff being together as one, and then health. And then you still may not win. It's just hard. And you're not going to win unless you're healthy or unless you're really deep. So nothing you can do about it. Giannis plays the way he plays, and we need him to continue to play that way. Dame probably had a season this year where he never really could get in the right condition that he wanted because he didn't know where he was going all summer, and so he couldn't work out. Chris, this may be the healthiest we've seen him, so maybe that's something we can build on. So we'll see.
With Chris, I mean, he had such a great series, but did you see him kind of run out of gas tonight?
Yeah. And I also thought, bringing Dame back in some ways, he kind of, because he was exhausted, he was like, you go do it. And I thought that was great of him, but I thought we should have involved him way more.
Before you got here, this was one of the best defensive teams in the league. Obviously, they trade out Drew Holiday, but I'm curious, do you see the base of what can still be a great defense?
Yeah, we showed it in spurts. We have to do a couple of things that I know we can do, but we cannot be a bad defensive team and win anything. The numbers say that. You got to be in the top 10 in both, right? Top 5 in one. There's been some outliers, but overall, you got to be a top 10 defense and a top 10 offense. We got the offensive part covered. Now we got to get to the defensive part.
Can Brooks still be a part of that at his age?
No doubt.
You mentioned just some things throughout the course of the season, whether it be coaching staff, you talked about sort of the travel staff in general. Like, do you feel like going forward now you still want to, like, almost implement your, sort of coaching? Like, do you still feel like you've been able to sort of put your stamp in? Is that something going forward that you will be able to do?
Yeah, I do. I mean, obviously, I got to evaluate everything and build the right staff so we can have the right staff and all that stuff. But I absolutely do. It's an advantage now going through the half of the season and coming to camp, then taking a new job. At least I've been with these guys, kind of know how they tick. I kind of know things that you would have never known that. So I think it's an advantage for me coming into next year. Thanks, guys.